Alright, this is a weekly reading for Taurus. I have 2 songs this week because Aries had 2 songs, so I was like, alright, the rest of them will get 2 songs. So, you have Joan, I think that's Baez. Anyway, it's Donna. It's going to be listed down below, so if you want to check it out. Also, Bob Marley, No Woman, No Cry. So there's some type of relationship stuff going on this week, I'm guessing. So, anyway, let's get into the reading, and then I'll get into some channeled messages that I did before the reading, so you can check those out. It could be channeled for one person in particular, but, I do it at the end of the reading, so it's not too distracting. Anyway, as you know, the first card of the week is going to be the Hermit in reverse. So we have this one. So the Hermit. Are you feeling overwhelmed and aimless? If you need direction, look within. You have all the answers you need to find a solution. Make time for yourself. Getting away from the hustle and bustle of daily life will bring you much needed clarity and meditation. So you might be going on vacation, you might be taking some self-care days, you might be getting away from work for a couple days, and just settling so that you don't get too stressed out. But yeah, I feel like this is much needed because I can feel like you might have had stress. I feel like I have stress in my head region and my shoulders and my back. So you might be resting after a long couple months or couple weeks working constantly and stuff like that. So you might be relaxing. Okay, let's see. We have the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups for number 2 is something unexpected that will arise. So now is a great time to get together with supportive, fun people and enjoy yourself. Live it up and lift your light a little bit more. So you're kind of gonna have kind of a celebration, or maybe a drinking party. Maybe you'll get with your friends and have a couple of things. I always go for tequila drinks myself, so it's kind of wild. But anyway, so let's see. You might also be collaborating with somebody that's kind of high energy and very lighthearted. And that's for people that are might be influencers, or they might be with their partner. I feel like it might have been a while before you guys actually went on a trip or actually had some time off together. So it might be that type of thing too. But let's see. We have number 3. So how to stay grounded and balanced. We have 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is rest. Whether you're recovering from a recent battle, or maybe you need to recharge for a while to prepare for future things, it's time to pause and collect yourself. So this is a great week for doing that. I feel like I might be doing that too after this reading. But it's just to, relax and kind of refocus yourself into your work, or focus on yourself so that you feel 100%. You don't feel like you're overexerting yourself or anything. I think I've been doing this for a good couple weeks. I did it December, January, February, March, April. Yeah, I feel like I need a break. I was just thinking about that, but yeah, this month I'm just kind of taking a few of my days shorter. I'm not doing too many pick-a-card readings because I didn't find any I like, so I'm just kind of having a breather month, I guess. But yeah, it's a good month for a breather, I feel. And it might also be your birthday too, so you might have a party or something. Okay, so number 4, we have the Ace of Wands. So important emotion you will feel this week. So fully inspired, creative energy. Your ideas are on fire. Now you have the perfect time to start a new project. New opportunities are coming your way. Embrace them on a positive and enthusiastic level. Who knows how far you'll take it. I feel like you might get a little bit of a hobby going, and you might be like, oh, I love this, and like, I want to make more of these. Some great ideas happen when you're just like fooling around, or you try a new skill and you're just like, oh, I love doing this, let's do a couple more of these. I live near a crossroad, so it's a bit much. So yeah, it's probably a train. It's not a train, because you'll hear the train, you'll feel the train. Anyway, so number 5, something that will inspire you this week. We have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is depressed and frustrated. Things aren't turning out quite as you expected them to turn out. Cut your losses, move on. There is more opportunities for success on the horizon. So this might be like the start of something, but I feel like as much as you fail and it becomes like a little bit of a setback, the more you want to succeed, so you're going to move forward. So it's like they keep pushing you back this way and you keep pulling yourself forward. So I do feel like it's going to be it's going to be a very stressful week, I feel, but it's because of certain things that are under quota, if it's a work thing, especially if you're working in like the medical field. I always feel like the medical field's a little bit tougher than most fields, because it's always like almost like politicky, it's weird. And you wouldn't think that the medical field would be like that, but I feel like they had to get quotas. People kind of work on like a retail schedule where people need to take lunches and breaks and stuff. It's weird. But yeah, I feel like you might be going through a couple of things like that, where there's a lot of politics or gossip going on at work. So we have number 6, how your spirit guides will speak to you this week. We have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is cool, collected, caring person who is motivated by compassion, who moves with grace and control through troubled waters, sometimes listening to their intentions and ambitions. Also intuition. So there's that. You'll get more perspective and be capable to the point of moving forward and knowing exactly what everybody thinks. Okay, so just by looking at somebody, you kind of can. But there's a pattern here, and I feel like if you slow down and see the pattern, you might actually know it too well. So, if you know the pattern, you'll know the sequence of events, and you'll know what the solution is before anybody says it. And it will make you seem like you're more, prepared to take on a higher role than most people. But, like, knowing what your boss is going to say before they say it is kind of good and kind of bad, because it's kind of like you had insider information, which sometimes is good and sometimes isn't. So there might be some jealousy along with your coworkers. So just be prepared for that. That's going to be great, interesting, fun. So anyway, we have number 7, how to best support yourself this week. We have the Emperor in reverse. Is there a major power struggle going on in your life right now? So, let's see. This will have you feeling paralyzed. If someone's walking all over you, stand up for yourself and eliminate the recession of your plans and daily routines. Don't be afraid to shake things up also. So that's one way to support yourself. I feel like there might be somebody that's trying to be, the boss of everybody, and you might need to stand up and say, hey, I'm going to do this because I'm supposed to be doing this, and you need to back off and let me do my job. Let me do this for myself, stuff like that. Because there's people at like jobs now that kind of want to micromanage people when they're not in that position, and trying to make other people look bad. So if they make a mistake, they're trying to boss you around so you make the same mistake, and they can say, oh, but she does it too, or he does it too, and I can't be held responsible because of that reason. I had somebody like that at one of my jobs, and I told her to F off, like really bad. But anyway, I got fired, but she got fired to the point where she can't work as a manager anymore because of like how she was managing people. So anyway, fun stuff. But like I'm always I always seem like I'm fighting everybody, but I'm not. I try my best to be like, alright and level headed, but when I see injustice I have to say something or do something about it. So it's a character arc. What can I say? Anyway, stuff that I channeled before the reading is focused on a new beginning. And also nursing. So somebody could be pregnant, or they could be nursing, or they could be a nurse. So there's going to be a lot of drama if you are a nurse. So I wish you the best with that one, okay? I can't be a nurse because like I hated having to like check in with other people and do stuff like that. I would rather be in law, or I might as well be in like almost like a clinical thing where it's just paperwork, like a receptionist or an accountant kind of thing for a medical precinct, because I can get into that, like with the nurses and stuff and the doctors. Like I'm supposed to tell a doctor like who he has as a patient. Like I'm nobody's like keeper. Like that's weird. But yeah, the medical field, it has always like kind of puzzled me, but I kind of know a lot about anatomy and like blood fusions and stuff like that. But it's like I couldn't get into like the politics. I took some medical courses, I think when I was 19 or 20. So I know like probably more lab work than I do actually like working with patients. But yeah, the lab work I can do. That's fine. I'm not dealing with anything that has to do with quota or politics or high school stuff like he said, she said, that kind of thing. But I do like finance. Finance is the best. Okay. So anyway, Taurus, I hope you guys have a really good week. Even if it's hard, I feel like once you talk to a higher up or a manager about the way somebody's been treating you, or somebody that's kind of trying to micromanage you, I feel like it's going to smooth a lot of things over, and that person might be let go because they kind of want everybody else to make the same mistake they did so they don't feel left out, and that's kind of a narcissistic tendency, and that needs to kind of be out of the workplace so that you can succeed in what you have planned and what you have in the making, because I feel like later on it's going to work out for you if you're in the medical field. But you need to clear out a lot of that like crazy stress, and I feel like it's a person that's stressing you out. I don't feel like it's a I don't feel like it's a higher up. I feel like it's like a coworker that's on your same level that's trying to mess you up. Okay, so anyway, Taurus, hopefully this helps you out in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like your relationships are kind of gonna be like a bit more involved this week, which is fine, but I feel like work's gonna be pain, so you might kind of need to vent to your partner a lot, okay? So hopefully they're ready for that. But yeah, I wish you the best. This week's gonna be a lot of stuff, okay? Alright, Taurus, I'll see you later, alright? Laters.